Happy New Year, everybody. This is my first vlog for this year. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Dr. Kellie Cassidy, Clinical Psychologist and owner at CassidyPsychology in Canning Vale and Mount Pleasant. I'm wondering how many of you that might be listening to this vlog set a New Year's resolution. It's 5 days into the new year. So I'm really curious to know how they're going and whether you've been successful. As you're probably aware, lots of New Year's resolutions tend to fail, usually because people make them in haste and think that, you know, at the start of the year, on that 31st of December, they quickly need to make up something or some way improve their life. But unfortunately, when we set goals without really giving them a lot of thought or thinking about what underlies them, often they're not successful. So I wanted to talk to everybody today about, well, how do we create a really rich and meaningful life? Because it's not about necessarily setting goals. Yes, they're important, or making New Year's resolutions. It's a little bit different to that. And for me, it starts with reflection. It starts with being able to think about, this time of year is a great time to do it, think about that the year that's been and what was working well. Because chances are there were things working well. What didn't work so well? What are you going to continue doing, and what do you need to stop that maybe wasn't helping you and helping you live the life that you want to live? And for me, that doesn't start with setting a goal. It doesn't start with going, okay, well, you know, I was really overweight last year, so this year I'm going to lose weight, and that's going to mean that I'm living the life I want to live. Because chances are, if you just focus on losing weight and that goal of losing weight, you won't be very successful. But instead, what I encourage people to think about is something known as values. And when I say values, I don't mean things like ethics and morals and those sorts of things. Values to me are those things that matter to you deep in your heart. They give you a sense of direction in your life, and they're an ongoing process as well. They're not an end point. Often a goal is an end point. I'm going to lose 5 kilos. Tick, you know, that's done. Whereas a value is something that keeps going and can be enduring through your life for as long as that thing actually matters to you. And that's, for me, how goals and values are different. They certainly intertwine, but they are different things. And it's the value that we need to be connected with and focused on rather than the goal. So examples of values, and I know I've been using the example of weight loss because it's a very common one for a New Year's resolution. And I think gym memberships probably skyrocket at this time of year for that reason. So I'll keep going with that example. The thing of weight loss, you know, if I want to be 5-10 kilos thinner than I was last year, the value that underlies that is about your health. Maybe it's about being able to be more active so that you can engage with your children more, or you can join a sporting team or something else, which then has other values associated with it about connection with other people, and all sorts of other things. If you're more focused on what the weight loss is going to help you to do in your life, and the action it's going to allow you to take, you're likely to be far more successful with that goal than if you just focused on the numbers on the scale. And we can apply that in all areas of our lives, and that's what I would encourage you to do. So if you want to know how to create a rich and meaningful life, and who isn't looking for one of those, we have to know what our values are. We have to know what matters to us deep in our hearts. And from that, we can then set goals. Now, they don't have to be big long-term goals, but certainly they can help, because again, that helps steer our ship in the right direction. But they also need to be short-term goals. So again, continuing with the weight loss example, if my long-term goal is in, you know, by the end of the year I want to be 10 kilos thinner than I am today, well, my short-term goal is today I need to go for a walk. Today I need to do some research about gym memberships. Or maybe I need new trainers so that I can actually go out and do my exercise. So we've always got to be thinking about those short-term goals, medium-term and longer-term goals in terms of that, but ultimately thinking about what matters underneath it. So if tomorrow morning I wake up and I'd planned to go for a walk and I just can't seem to pull myself out of bed, the thing that's going to help give me the kick I need to get moving isn't probably thinking about those 10 kilos that I hope to lose by the end of the year, but it's connecting more with my own health. Thinking about, again, asking that question, why would it be important for me to get out of bed right now and go for that walk? That's going to be far more powerful than thinking about a number on the scales. So if you want to know more about that, by all means contact us at the practice. Values is something that we talk a lot about with our clients. It's part of a bigger treatment approach that we often use, known as acceptance and commitment therapy. So I think I thought I'd probably just share some of my goals and values that I've been reflecting on in the past couple of weeks, thinking about how my year went last year and what I want to continue doing and achieve this year. And on a personal level, that goal is around managing my balance of work and home life a bit better, making sure that work isn't encroaching a bit too much, which obviously works on my values about care and compassion, about the importance of my family and my connection with my family, and making sure that things don't overtake that. Professionally, my underlying value is always about care and compassion as well. And it's the very reason I do the job that I do, but it's also the reason I do things like these vlogs right now. And I'm hoping that people watching this video and who follow our Facebook page might be able to help out with this one. So my first very short-term goal that I'm hoping to achieve in the next 1 to 2 months is to increase the number of followers on our Facebook page. Now the reason for that, as you may be aware if you've watched some of my other videos, is I really want to reduce the stigma of mental health, and I want to help as many people as I possibly can, and I want to improve the well-being of our community. So to do that, I need help to spread the word. So if you find these vlogs that I do valuable, I really do encourage you to share them with other people on your Facebook page. Get people to subscribe to our YouTube channel, perhaps, if they prefer to do that over having it seen on their Facebook page. But I want everybody that's watching this to really help me in that goal of reducing the stigma of mental illness, and us all identifying our values and finding ways to improve our well-being and just be a better functioning society as a result. So that's a couple of my goals. I have a few others, but they're the ones I'll share with you today. I've probably talked long enough, so I'll leave it there for now. As I started to do last year, I'm going to aim to do one of these vlogs every week. If there's particular topics or things that you might be interested in, again, comment below, let me know what those topics might be. I'd be more than happy to present on things that our followers are interested in. As always, here at Cassidy Psychology, we're working together with you to help you flourish and thrive. Enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll look forward to speaking with you all again soon.